All right, so I just got done seeing the movie that I was anticipating for the to be the AMC screen unseen, and that was Normal, and actually a really good movie. There's nothing really that's going to make it a big hit. It's not going to be talked about like John Wick or anything like that, um, and I don't know if it'll be like popular enough that you could compare it successfully as Nobody. I don't think so, but you never know. I think the movie has a quirky sensibility about it that I really appreciated in the movie, and so maybe that might throw people off a little bit. I don't know. Um, I'm hoping that the movie's way more successful than Nobody, but just like kind of dreaming on that a little bit because the movie was just surprisingly a lot of fun. Um, I mean, any negativity out of the way I could get at. I mean, there's a couple of things that maybe don't quite make much sense. I think the ending is nice, but it it's a bit of an odd ending the way that it wraps up like in the final shot. It's a little weird. But other than just a couple of little things that really don't matter that much in the long run, other than that, everything else was rather good. Um, it started off with Black Sabbath, and then in Japan, and I'm wondering, is this going to be normal or is this going to be something else? Is this going to be? Does it kind of look like a really good Japanese like yakuza movie at the very beginning? And so it started off nice. Then I realized, okay, yep, it is normal. And the movie, I mean, there's so many things in the movie that's not normal, and I think it sets itself. I mean, I can't think of any action movies quite like this. Whereas there is a bit of luck involved in everything that happens almost. Um, and it's good luck. It's fun luck. It's the action sorts. Um, there's like I said, there's good comedy, and but then I mean there is some extreme violence in here too. I mean, head chops off. I mean, explosions, body part. It's really violent, and so the comedy and the violence kind of team up and make the movie a lot of fun. And the premise of the movie is one that it's not extremely realistic, and the way the movie plays out, it does not seem realistic at all. And I say it does not seem realistic because you could say to yourself, I mean, how often does this happen in a movie where these circumstances take place, and it's like, I don't know, it's not something that you ever really see, and it's kind of abnormal. But it makes total sense. It works, and yeah, it feels weird, but I mean, in the context of everything that's going on, you accept it as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why these characters are not acting the way they are here, and yeah, I can sort of see that this is just going to play out the way it is, even though it feels weird. It makes sense, and it doesn't seem to come out of left field too much because of the extreme violence and the quirkiness too. There's a lot of good comedy going on, so all that really helps the kind of a wacky storyline work out to where you're just along for the ride rather than sitting there trying to think of a reason that it's stupid or doesn't make sense. The movie does not care if you think it's stupid or it doesn't make sense. In fact, it mostly makes sense, and you know other than that, who cares? There's a lot of fun action. I like the way it's handled. It flies by, and I highly recommend. I highly recommend seeing it. Um, yeah, so hopefully the uh, hopefully the next AMC screen unseen is one that is a good surprise too. And yeah, like I said, I wish this movie was going to make more at the box office. I don't think it's going to make that much. You never know, but yeah, I recommend it. And let me know if you watched it down below in the comments and what you thought about it, and if the quirkiness and just everything, if everything worked out the way it could have in an otherwise abnormal type of movie, as far as so many things going on in it. But yeah, until the next one, I'll catch you later.